Bia. Well, they've won possession back. What can they do from here? Fruitful looking attack. Not a great pass. Really nice ball. Oh my goodness! He's caught that so well! A goal of the highest class. Fantastic technique. So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. Can they make one of these passes count? They just couldn't play that decisive ball. Germain. Could be. Spectacular save. Top-class goalkeeping. An important interception. He made it look simple, really. Promising attack, this. Delightful pass. Well, what a stop that was. Kevin Folland. Good tackle. Ben Yedder. A foul, but advantage played. Really important piece of... Big chance to get them on terms. Was an important piece of defending. Favouring the short one. Oh, another corner kick conceded. Let's see what they do this time. And played short. Sofiane Diop. Firing it in. A goal! Real excitement. A back-and-forth type of game. Now they're level. So back underway. 1 goal apiece here. Steffi Mabedidi. Jody Chotard. Crisp tackling. And scope for them to produce something exciting. And with that, the attack fizzles out. And he saw the situation developing. Steffi Mabedidi. It's a weighted pass. And the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. Oh, he looks threatening. Well, the managers will now deliver their... And as the second half commences, both sides can reflect on a first half in which they were so very evenly matched. Chotard. Germain. And moving the ball nicely. And he clears the danger. I think most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
Well, I really liked his first half display. He was certainly the most influential player on the field, and I'm expecting more of the same in the second 45 minutes.
Can they trouble the opposition this time? Chance to put them in front. And there is the goal! He's found the net! Joy unconfined! So back underway at 2-1. Tight contest here. Kevin Vollant. And the counter-attack is on, options available. Excellent defending. Excellent vision. Under no real pressure as he brought the ball down. Kevin Vollant. Ben Yedder. Oh, it was a terrible-looking challenge and a big decision for the official here. And the early shower, this is going to be a real test of their mettle.
Well, it's a straight red and rightly so, but how will they replace him? They've got to reorganise now.
This might be ideal for the counter. And they'll regard that as a very disappointing end to the move. Vollant. That's high-level goalkeeping.
Well, that's a fantastic save. He's such a good keeper.
So making the substitution now. Not too fussy in clearing his lines. He thwarted the attack illegally. Now perhaps a card is forthcoming. Well, the referee has taken his name and they've got to be careful that they don't lose the plot here.
Well, Derek, they've got to stay calm. They've just lost their composure here.
And that is goalkeeping of the very highest order. They won't complain about having won the corner, and maybe an opportunity to increase their advantage. Kevin Vollant. Oh, the keeper made it look routine. It was anything but. A quarter of an hour remaining here. Kevin Vollant. Sofiane Diop. It might be. That's very decisive goalkeeping.
Well, I have to say, these fans have been excellent. They still believe they're going to get back into this.
Well, far from the ideal pass, you've got to say. Can they hit on the break? Ben Yedder. Given away by Monaco. Vollant. And the referee says corner kick. Trying to pick out a teammate. And the danger's still on. Well, they can keep possession now. And he might be through here. Well, I must say, that goes down as a very disappointing effort. Tremendous intuition to win it back. Well, they might be onto something. Is it going to be? And a goal! That's his brace! They just can't keep him quiet! And that is that, the referee...
intoxicating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. Set my heart on
Well, nights like these are just what you hope for as a spectator. A warm welcome. My name is Derek Ray, excited to be bringing you match commentary. And alongside me, my broadcasting partner, Stuart Robson. And what we have coming up for you is live coverage of this Ligue 1 match. It is Montpellier up against Rennes.
Well, Derek, when looking forward to this game, you can't help but notice there are some great matchups all over the pitch, particularly in those central areas. Whichever team wins more of those battles will win the game.
He's given it straight to the opposition. Laborde. And threading it forward. Well, the flag was up in good time, bringing that move to an end.
Well, he's just got to be more patient there. He's gone too early.
Jordan Ferry. Oh, big opportunity. That's great goalkeeping.
Well, what a save that is. He was so alert there.
Who's going to get on the end of it? A goal in the early stages. Precisely what they had been planning. Well, the ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? Terrier. Oh, a nice-looking pass. And denied by the keeper. Impressive. Read it well. Fantastic work to thwart the danger. Well, is it going to end up being productive for them? Terrier showing a real will to win the ball. After the foul, a chance to contemplate what is next, and perhaps a goal from this free kick. And that is a free kick artist at work. What a goal it was. So 2-0 now. Tight. Martin. And the emphasis is on creativity. And let's give credit to the defending.
Well, the stats show us that the hosts haven't had that much of the ball, but they've certainly shown an ability to counter-attack when they win it.
It's got to be! Oh, a moment of pure class! Unbridled joy for him and the supporters! Well, 2-1 it is here. Savanier. Germain. Can he finish? Defensive excellence there. And over comes the corner. The referee knew that was foul play, but advantage it is. Everyone wants to see officials let the play flow in that manner, but now the free kick has to be awarded. Not a good pass. Electing to cross into the centre. But keeper's ball. They'll be disappointed with that delivery. Good pressure high up the pitch. And a goal it is. But offside is the verdict.
Well, it's a good finish, but he was just offside. Great decision by the assistant.
Birger Solberg Melling. He's got space. Opportunity to deliver the cross. Well, they continue their push for the equaliser, but definitely not forcing it. Well, he likes to run at them, but nothing comes of it. Good defending it was. A chance then for the respective manager. As anticipated, plenty of talking points so far, and now the second half is underway. Zambia. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. And that's great work to make sure it didn't go over the line. Jordan Ferry. On the offensive. And credit is due for that good piece of defending. I think most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
Yeah, he's done okay in that first half. He's had a lot of the ball, he's used it well, and he's been energetic. But unfortunately, that can't be said about the rest of the team, who need to improve if they're going to turn this around. This looks promising. The defender doing his job.
Jordan Ferry regained possession. Could be a chance to break here. A real opening now. Oh, that's top-notch goalkeeping, you've got to say. Well, we're into the final half hour. And the pass could do damage. Can he find the net? Well, well, well. How many players would have the confidence to try that? Simply magnificent. No shortage of goals in this match. 3-1. I must say, this looks promising. Giving it a try. And a body in the way. Really a very poor ball. Defensive efficiency personified. The referee's letting it go as they keep the ball. Martin. A chance to eat into their lead. Spectacular save. Top-class goalkeeping. Well, the short corner routine. Martin. Well, that is how to play advantage. Well, sloppy in possession. And the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Laborde. Is it going to be? Might still be able to do a bit of damage. Well, that takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending. And the keeper was finally able to claim it.
Well, what a great piece of goalkeeping. Firstly, the save, and then the recovery. Brilliant from him.
Possession one. Just 10 minutes remaining here. It's a neat move. Preferring to go infield and using his body to good effect. And the referee retrospectively will go back and hand out the yellow card. It didn't happen for them. Well, a shot from miles out. Oh, a powerful effort. Close. Terrier. And it wasn't a great pass, was it? There's a slide rule pass. And there it is, a chance. And he finds the net. He could hardly miss. So they restart the game, and only one team in it. Now, far from a smooth challenge. Now, will the referee produce a card? And following the infringement, a caution.
Yeah, no surprise there. That was always going to be a booking.
And that is going to be that. Well, a take.
Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide.
Well, it's always a great pleasure to be here in the Côte d'Azur region. We find ourselves in Monaco with football action on the menu. I'm Derek Ray, your match commentator, and alongside providing all the tactical and technical analysis, it's Stuart Robson. And what we have coming up for you is action from Ligue Uber Eats. It's Monaco up against Rennes.
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, hitting the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully we get a really good game here.
Laborde. Went in strongly, decisively. And a goalkeeper in great form.
And he's just pulled off an absolutely stunning save there. That is brilliant.
An incisive pass. And the alarm bells are ringing. And just narrowly wide in the end. Read it well. Good pressure. Can they make something of this? Well, he's a player who demonstrably keeps improving. Wissam Ben Yedder. Stuart, what might we see from him in this game?
Well, the best players can play in tight areas, and he can certainly play in tight areas.
Oh, they could finish here, Stuart. And the challenge, crisp and clean. Sofiane Diop. Not a successful intervention, winning the ball back. Moving into the advanced position. Will it be? And the keeper nowhere to be found, not that he's complaining. And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Tight. Aurélien Tchouameni. Golovin. Oh, that pass easy on the eye. No shortage of excitement. Level again. No wonder they're excited. So underway again here on the back of that leveller. Must take the lead here. And they have. You've got to say, it has been coming. And as they kick off again, 2-1 the current state of affairs. Getting forward. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Golovin. Fed in low. Well, he put the cross into the right place, but no one able to finish it off. And a throw-in it's going to be. Firing it in. Oh, goodness me, off the post.
Well, had that gone in, they would be in complete control of this game. As it is, they're still going to be a bit nervy.
This looks promising. Untidy in possession. Tight. This might have potential. Now he must favour the cross. Martin. This could square the game. Just can't get it past him. Well, the managers will now deliver their... The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Aurélien Tchouameni. Volland. Might be a chance here. Superb stop. Well, they fancy a short one. Well, the keeper performing brilliantly.
Well, that's just incredible. He reacted so quickly there.
And how about the short corner? And he takes on the shot. And he read it really well. Fine save. Short corner favoured. Volland. And no way through. Oh, he's found the net. And that increases the advantage to 2. Just what they wanted. And just what they deserve. So the ball is moving again. We've been treated to 4 goals. 3-1 the score. Good movement. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Kevin Volland. And breaking at pace with menace. Will it be sufficiently imaginative? Teammate in support. And oh, it's in! We cannot declare this contest over. They still believe. You can't really say defences are on top. 3-2. And you don't want to lose possession there. And will it be the leveller? Oh, he's missed it.
Well, he'll be very disappointed with that. He should be scoring from there.
Getting in there to take it away. Aurélien Tchouameni. Here's Ben Yedder. Garavine. Read it well. Volland. Aurélien Tchouameni. Ben Yedder. That is a very fine challenge in difficult circumstances. Oh, he's given it away. Ben Yedder. Can he make it count? That is a tackle and a half. Well, we're inside the final quarter of an hour now. Well, possession ceded. Just cutting off the supply.
Well, what an atmosphere we've got inside this stadium. These supporters are doing everything they can to get their team over the finish line.
They are making headway, but oh, a goal! An equaliser in the closing stages. Neither side shy about shooting in this match. Trying to get onto the front foot with the minutes ticking away. But ultimately up a cul-de-sac. And fed forwards. And a textbook interception. Goalkeeper's ball every day of the week. So 1 minute of stoppage time. That's what the officials have said. Well, it was a foul, but good use of advantage by the referee. But he knew he had to get to the ball, and he did. And there's the referee's whistle.
When you want to get off that darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down.
And the contest begins. A meaty but fair challenge, and it will be a throw-in. Germain, and he read it well defensively. Holland. He's in behind. Oh, stellar defensive work to get back and win possession. Sambia. Now in possession, Savanier. Junior Sambia. Moving the ball forward with purpose. Accurate ball in towards the near post. But it wasn't quite as good as it looked when it was played over. And dispossessed. Mihailo Ristic. That's not a bad ball. Struggling to get it away. It's a neat move. On to Molly. Able to get a body in the way. And now the delivery. And it's in! 1-0. They've breached the defence. So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. Golovin. And it's still on for him. Oh, a goal! And every player's worst nightmare, because this will go down as an own goal. So underway again here on the back of that leveller. Can they find a gap in the defence? Promising position this. Oh, really good reflexes and danger averted. Let's see about the delivery. The clearance wasn't decisive. Well, they survived the attack. Well, nicely cut out. Now what can they do with the ball? Superb effort to keep it in. The cross is on. Holland. A very timely interception. Diop. Sofiane Diop. Ben Yedder. Golovin. Can he put them in front? And that is defending of the highest order. Steph. And in with a real chance. Oh, and that is an audacious chip. Well, he might smile. The goalkeeper has no interest in smiling. And as they kick off again, 2-1 the current state of affairs. Excellent vision. Oh, could have given them an even healthier advantage.
Well, it's a good effort to extend their lead, but the game's still in the balance here.
Aurélien Tchouameni did well to win the ball back. Steffi Mabedidi. Good-looking sequence, but into the keeper's gloves. The first half here comes to an end. As anticipated, plenty of talking points so far, and now the second half is underway. Axel Disasi. Sidibe. He's got space. And credit is due for that good piece of defending. And does well to keep it in play. Chotard. This man will get most of the plaudits for his contribution up to this point, Stuart. And a free kick awarded by the referee. Kevin Vollant. This looks promising. This looks threatening. It was a menacing attack, but tidied up. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Can they keep it going? Well, not to be in terms of the counter-attack. Excellent defending. Ben Yedder. Just unable to take advantage of that developing situation. Applying vigorous pressure. Delightful pass. Unable to close down the shot. And the referee has given the corner. So maybe scope here for them to add to their lead. Well, a bit short with the clearance. And a time for calm on the ball. Aurélien Tchouaméni. Caio Henrique. And plenty of scope to be creative in that wide position. Cross towards that far post. No worries for the keeper. Jordan Ferry. Well, he's given us away. A chance maybe from the wide position. Crossed accurately towards the far post. No hiding from the fact that they really should have extended their lead.
Well, that was a poor miss. Could they come to regret that?
Diop. Tchouaméni. Will he play it in? Golovin. It's there for him. And foiled by the post. Terrific piece of anticipation.
Well, they were so close to the equaliser there. They're certainly a bit unlucky, but they need to make more of these chances.
And based on that challenge, you wouldn't be at all surprised if the referee reaches for his pocket. And that is going to mean a caution.
The referee is absolutely right. He knew what he was doing there.
Well, you saw what he was trying with that free kick, but the goalkeeper had it covered all the way. Getting in there to take it away. Well, what can they do to stop him running at them? But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Well, with 5 minutes remaining and just one goal between them, still the prospect of late excitement in this match. Disasi. Well, can they turn one of these attacks into a goal? Monaco unable to keep it. And unable to pick out a teammate. And that'll be a throw.
Well, Monaco have seen a lot more of the ball in the last 15 minutes, and they've used it pretty well. But they must make one of these chances count if they are to get this late equaliser.
The referee has decided there will be just 1 minute of added time. And that is going to be that. Well, a tale of woe and... Welcome everyone on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. I'm Derek Ray on the commentary gantry, and sharing duties with me today, Stuart Robson. And on the menu today is live action from Ligue. It is Montpellier up against Rennes.
Thanks, Derek. Well, often we talk about the tactics, the individual players that are missing, but so often it's the mentality of the players that is key to winning any football game. Which of these teams has the right attitude today is the big question.
Mollet. Junior Zambia. And they could face difficulties here. Can they take the lead here? And the challenge, crisp and clean. And he's made headway. Well, choosing to chip, and it wasn't so very far away.
Well, it was good vision, excellent technique, but not quite the end result it deserved.
Well-timed tackle. Savanier. Well read to ease the pressure. Vital interception, the danger was very real. There's a slide rule pass. Still possibilities. In it goes! At the second time of asking, and the keeper feels hung out to dry. So the match has restarted, 1-0 here. Now can they make something happen? And there it is, a chance. And the keeper nowhere to be found, not that he's complaining. So back underway, 1 goal apiece here. Laborde. Tremendous challenge. Now can they create something? And the keeper's in trouble. Well, well, well. How many players would have the confidence to try that? Simply magnificent. So the ball is rolling again. 2-1 the scoreline. Promising attack this. He's trying to create something. And let's give credit to the defending. Looking confident with the ball at his feet. And that's an important intervention. No real threat, you've got to say.
Well, the hosts, as you can see, haven't enjoyed the majority of possession. But that won't bother them because when they win it in deep areas, they've got forward with pace and with numbers. It's been a great counter-attacking display.
Making sure it didn't get past him. And that is offside. Virgo Solberg Melling. It's with Martin. Tight. And the emphasis is on creativity. Mamadou Sakho. Oh, just mistimed his run, and the flag going up. Tackling and winning the ball to boot. The first half here comes to... The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Mamadou Sakho. Ristic. And Ferry's in possession. Good use of the ball, but can they trouble the defence? Well, the pass in behind the defence. Quick thinking from the keeper. Here's Bourigo. Getting in there to take it away.
Well, he's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Stuart?
Well, it was certainly a good first 45 minutes.
Oh, hang on, Stuart, it's a chance. Well, the keeper had plenty to think about with bodies around him. Really good attacking play. And caught by the keeper. Pressing high, and they have the ball again. Savanier. Beautifully disguised ball. Superb stop. Into the advanced position. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. Well, we have 30 minutes to go. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. This could level it. Oh, he's done it. But hang on, offside is the verdict here. It's not going to stand.
Well, you can tell he thought he was onside here, but the assistant, I think, got it absolutely right.
And the flag raised. Offside it is. Room to manoeuvre on the wing. Martin. Space and time for the cross. Will they get themselves level here? Could be. And a goal! There he is at the double. They just can't subdue him. And level again here. This has been quite the roller coaster ride. "20 minutes to go in this one. Good technique displayed. Jordan Ferry. Well, he made that interception look routine. In truth, it wasn't. Laborde. Well, the timing of the pass, that look... Oh, big chance! Having won the ball back, they might be able to profit. A matter of keeping his composure. Well, the keeper had a lot to do.
Well, it's a great piece of goalkeeping. So quick off his line. Well, what a final few minutes we have here. And the fans are certainly playing their part. But can they take one of these chances that come their way and win this game?
And he takes it away. That is tackling of the highest order. 5 minutes remaining and level pegging here. And a tidy tackle. Laborde. Can they hit on the break? There's so many possibilities, but it didn't happen for them.
Well, these players must be motivated. The crowd have been great. Can they now get the winner?
Oh, he's really opened them up here. And the alarm bells are ringing. And a really good diving stop. Well, the two sides still locked together. And a set piece, a corner, can make all the difference. And the whistle is sounded, and these two teams... it's always a great pleasure to be here in the Côte d'Azur region. We find ourselves in Monaco with football action on the menu. My name is Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and sitting next to me, ready to give you all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And coming up, live action from Ligue 1, technically speaking, one of the finest leagues in the world. It's Monaco up against Rennes.
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, pinning the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully we...
Oh, what an opportunity! Oh, it looked as though he might be through. Not so. And now, passing it through. He's just got to continue his run. That's high-level goalkeeping.
Well, that's a fantastic save. He's such a good keeper.
So the corner played into the box. Not messing around with that clearance. And a useful cross. And still dangerous. Making progress. Tremendous block.
Well, you never quite know who's going to emerge from the shadows and become a match winner, but this man might be a decent shout. What are you expecting to see from him, Stuart?
Well, for me, Derek, his greatest attribute is his ability to combine with teammates, particularly in tight areas, in and around the box, clever little 1-2s, little passes round the corner. He's the player that could be key to breaking down this defence.
And he saw the situation developing.
Now, do they mean business on this occasion? Really important piece of last-ditch defending. Galavine. Crossing opportunity. And there it is, 1-0. Their efforts have been rewarded. And look at the celebrations. So the match has restarted, 1-0 here.
And they need to get tighter, but quick thinking defensively.
Can they square the game? They just couldn't stay in front. And now this match is all square. So a level contest, 1-1. Tight.
Really good challenge.
Oh, that pass easy on the eye. And he finds the net. He could hardly miss.
Well underway again. It's a narrow 2-1 lead as things stand.
Excellent challenge.
So nearly at half-time, and the home side trailing, albeit not by much. Stuart, your thoughts up to this point?
Well, they're certainly not out of this.
Oh, excellent diving stop. It's a short one.
And they have possession again.
And a throw-in forthcoming. Couldn't keep the ball. Not advantage with... Now, there could be a dismissal here.
Well, a yellow card is the decision. Difficult one for the referee, Stuart.
Yeah, but like the referee, I would give him the benefit of the doubt. But it's a big call, mind you.
Just made sure nothing came of that. And there it is, the half-time whistle. Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. Well, that's how to break the spirit of the attacker.
Kevin Folland. And return to Folland. Oh, good defending to stop a decent-looking attack. Terrier. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. Well, it fizzled out. Folland. Great defending here. And I think the threat has been averted. You certainly have got to give this man high marks for his work up to this point, Stuart.
Well, Derek, he took his goal well and was a constant threat throughout that first half. I thought he showed a lot of skill to get out of tight situations, and he had a real impact on the plate.
And cleared away, a corner kick it'll be. It might still be problematic. Possession one. But attacking possibilities. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that pass.
Well, he's thwarted him almost effortlessly.
And he read it well defensively. It's with Bulligo. Now showing excellent vision.
He had to score, and he does.
So the ball is moving again. We've been treated to 4 goals. 3-1 the score. Galavine. Well, they have it again. Chances on. And room now out on the flank. It must go in, surely. And the keeper nowhere to be found, not that he's complaining. Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Committed challenge. Aurélien Tchouaméni getting in there to take it away. And into the last 15 minutes of action. Traoré. It's with Martin Terrier. Great reflex action.
Well, that should have been a goal. Mind you, it's a brilliant save.
Tight. Well, not cleared away completely.
As clean as a whistle, that challenge.
It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. There to take it away. So the final whistle almost upon us, and this is not exactly what the home fans had in mind when they arrived at the ground today, Stuart.
Well, they just never got going. People will point fingers towards the centre-backs and keeper, and to be fair, they've been poor, no doubt about that. But they haven't had much protection. There's been so much space for their opponents to operate in, and they've had a field day. The final whistle can't come soon enough.
And he read it well. Galavine. Alexander Galavine has it. Diop.
It might be. Well, they pulled one back, but perhaps a bit too late in this contest. They haven't been at the races this evening.
And that is the end of the game. It goes into the history. Hello there. I must say, if you ever get the chance to visit this stadium, the Estadio Presidente Perón, take it. It's majestic. I'm Derek Ray, and sitting next to me with his tactics charts at the ready is Stuart Robson. And everyone here on tenterhooks, you'd have to say, with good reason. It's Argentina against Brazil.
Thanks, Derek. Well, often we talk about the tactics, the individual players that are missing, but so often it's the mentality of the players that is key to...
Can he finish? It has to be, surely. Unable to get a body in the way. Oh, that's an interesting pass. Can he put them in front? And able to close down the shot. Extremely sloppy in possession. Lionel Messi. Well, that's a foul, and it sets up a free kick in a dangerous position. Well, we'll give him high marks for technique, but just wide.
Well, he struck the ball so cleanly, didn't he? That was such a good effort.
Really good interception. And Messi's incisive pass. And striking the outside of the post with that effort. And it's going to be a goal kick here. A good and fair challenge. A really sumptuous ball. Foiling his opponent completely. Not to be advised giving the ball away there. Chance maybe. Dybala. Paredes. Can he convert? And the keeper getting across to stop it. Going short. De Paul. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. Can they keep it going? Not at all problematic for the goalkeeper. Dybala. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. And possibilities here. Di Maria. Now Messi. It is a decent-looking attack here. And that's gone out of play for what will be a goal kick.
Well, the stats don't lie. It's been very tense and an even battle so far, but neither side has played with enough quality to pose a real threat going forward, and that needs to change.
Bodies forward and the break looks on. Rodrigo Javier de Paul. Dybala. And the ruling is offside here. Deserves credit for winning the ball back. Now can they create something? Is it going to be? And there it is! But hang on, the flag has gone up and it's not going to count.
Well, it was a close call, but he is just offside. Good finish, mind you.
Martinez. Messi. And pulled back. There it is! The first goal of the game, and the lead certainly doesn't flatter them. Good value. And the ball rolling again. Brazil trailing after the first half. Can they find a response here in the second? Paredes. There to take it away. Will it happen for them? Oh, it's off the post! Couldn't grab hold of it. Well, the goalkeeper knows it could have been much worse for him.
Well, he can't believe his luck there, can he? How is that not a goal?
This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Well, no complaints as regards Angel Di Maria and his performance so far. How would you assess... And a goal to increase their advantage. It's a 2-goal lead now. So 2-0 now. Messi. It's with Paredes. And scope for them to produce something exciting. They're putting it wide from there. A pity, really. Oh, good vision. Oh, it's mischievous. Can they put it away? Oh, super chance to make a game of it here. Di Maria. Dybala. Excellent vision from Dybala. Now he's got to stay calm. Can they cover up? Well, the post getting in the way there. And keeper's ball in the end.
Well, look at the relief out there. That looked a certain goal, didn't it?
Counter-attacking, very much an option. Well, it fizzled out. Close, but offside nonetheless. Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. Dybala. It's with Paredes. Messi. Can he take advantage? Superb stop. Pressing high to win the ball. Messi. Playing with purpose and control. Well, that's how to do it inside your own penalty area. Is it going to be? Takes aim. Blocked by Otamendi. And the flag was up in good time. It's offside.
Well, he should have realised that was going to be offside. That's a poor decision to play that pass.
Lionel Messi. Wonderful vision from Lionel Messi. And not cleared away properly. Well, a time for cool heads. Really good interception. Martinez. Well, you've got to keep the ball a bit better than that. Well, advantage with them. Referee says play on. Messi. Messi! In it goes to rubber stamp it once and for all. And that will be all for this game. Defeat.
Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me. So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me.
Hello and welcome. We've dropped anchor here on the port of Avellaneda at the Estadio Presidente Perón. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting next to me here on the commentary gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham United midfield man, Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It's Argentina versus the Netherlands.
Thanks, Derek. Well, often we talk about the tactics, the individual players that are missing, but so often it's the mentality of the players that is key to winning any football game. Which of these teams has the right attitude today is the big question.
Can he put it away? An early goal. It is the ideal opening. So underway again here. 1-0 the score. Frankie de Jong. Good movement. De Jong. Outfoxing the defender. Well in there to tidy up. Well, they'll be happy to have regained possession. Steven Bergwijn. Space and time for the cross. An alert piece of defending. Martinez. It's with Paredes. And he read it well defensively. Di Maria. Paredes. Well, the attack looks promising, but ultimately up a cul-de-sac. Firing it towards goal, and he did so well to move across and deal with the danger. Short corner favoured. Paredes. It's with Bergwijn. Depay. Now what can they do from here? And the challenge halts them in their tracks. Couldn't hang on to it. Weghorst. And a wonderful diving save to deny the opportunity. Who can they pick out? Routine, really. Di Maria. Messi. He has time to play it over. Able to skip past his man. It is to be a throw-in.
Well, it was a close call, but the fans are not happy with that decision.
And the ball's gone. So after that, a goal kick it'll be. Lionel Messi. Crisp tackling. Steven Bergwijn. Getting in there to take it away. And it wasn't a great pass, was it? Dybala. Oh, in with a chance. And just making the run a bit too early. Offside as a result. Depay. And it's a quality pass. Insufficient guile on the crossing front, you've got to say. Good work to win the ball back high up the pitch. Weghorst, body on the line. And the whistle is sounded for... As anticipated, plenty of talking points so far. And now the second half is underway. There's a slide rule pass. And a decent save. Full credit. Spot on with that tackle. Disappointing pass. Well, Memphis Depay, one man who certainly made his mark on the game in the first half. Stuart, your thoughts?
Well, it was certainly a good first 45 minutes for the lad. Obviously, he got his goal to put them in front, but he's looked lively throughout too. Hopefully, we see more of him in the second half.
Oh, Stuart, they could be in here. Top-class defending. Di Maria. On a clear foul, but the referee letting the play flow. And threading it forward. Just couldn't capitalise there. And looking towards the back post. Missing the target by a tiny margin.
Well, it's a difficult skill to get right, but he almost pulled it off there. He made such good contact with the ball.
Lionel Messi. Paredes. Aguero. Plenty of options. I think most defenders would expect to be booked, halting an attack in that fashion. Well, the referee has taken note of his name and number.
Well, I think he can count himself a bit unlucky there, but it was certainly a foul.
Oh, he must have thought that was going in, Stuart.
Oh, it's a great free kick. Fantastic technique. He's just a little bit unlucky there. Well, Argentina are enjoying most of the possession, but they've shown a real lack of creativity today. They need to be far more inventive in the final third if they're to turn things round here.
Magnificent defending. De Jong gives it a go. Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. Sergio Aguero. And possession lost, intercepted. He's got the right idea with that pass. Oh, really commanding goalkeeping.
And he gobbles up the second chance. Disappointment for the keeper. No wonder he's asking questions of his defence.
So 2-0 now. Depay. Can they trouble the opposition this time? Crossing opportunity. Can they keep it out? And a goal it is. But offside is the verdict.
Well, it's a good finish, but he was just offside. Great decision by the assistant.
Chance here. What a lovely strike. Lethal piece of finishing. Drilled home with true conviction. Tremendous goal.
This is looking rather comfortable for them. 3-0. Paredes. They're showing good defensive judgment. And the counter looks on here. Options available. He's beaten his man. And based on that challenge, you wouldn't be at all surprised if the referee reaches for his pocket. And the yellow card for that, Stuart.
And he's going to have to be careful now. That was a silly challenge.
Perfect technique, but no reward, sadly, for him.
Yeah, he's hit it really well, but I think he knew it was always going past the post. He's unlucky, though.
Well, not the pass he had in mind. And just 1 minute of time added on. Takes aim! Oh, just wide of the mark. Goal kick.
Well, that never looked like troubling the keeper, did it? But it was worth an effort. A good strike from him.
And there it is, the full-time whistle here, and it's a...
When you want to get off that darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, want to get off that darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Clear sky.
Adrian Zonta starts with Michael Catarino in the fullback positions, and the tactical configuration has two players in attack from the very outset. A meaty but fair challenge, and it will be a throw-in. And this situation could be dangerous. And the challenge, crisp and clean. Depay. Oh, that's top-notch goalkeeping, you've got to say.
Well, so close to getting that early goal there, but it was a wonderful save by the keeper, you have to say.
Well, he always has to be regarded as a dangerous opponent, so what should we expect to see from him in this game, Stuart?
Well, the best players are the ones that can play in tight areas, and he can certainly play in tight areas. He wriggles out of situations, he can find that penetrative pass, and he's such a good player when he gets the ball out of his feet and gets shots away.
Surely! Ball is loose! Well, a time for composure on the ball. That's very effective, good high pressing. Useful looking position, you've got to say. He just needs to remain icy cool. He had to score, and he does. So the ball rolling again, with the scoreline standing at 1-0. A really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. Jorginho Wijnaldum. And can they make one of these passes count? Oh, could be! And he's gone and scored to level it again. So, a level contest, 1-1. Moving the ball forward with purpose. And let's give credit to the defending. Good visualisation and execution. To take the lead. Chance maybe. And in the end, no damage done.
Well, you have to think they're going to take the lead at some point, because they're really looking dangerous at the moment.
Oh, lovely incisive pass. Real chance. Still possibilities. Well, the keeper had a lot of ground to cover. Splendid save. And now the delivery. Well, it has come to nothing. Good technique displayed. And the keeper stretching to deny him. So the corner played into the box. Well, thumped clear. This looks threatening. He's managed to get in behind. Oh, off the post, still alive. Foiling his opponent completely. And Brazil in a position of menace. Perfect tackle. Malacia. Well, just went a bit too early. Offside. Well, the managers will now deliver the useful looking. Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. Virgil van Dijk. Jorginho Wijnaldum. Working away patiently, looking for an opening. But then the one that goes astray. This man will get most of the plaudits for his contribution up to this point, Stuart.
Yeah, I think he'd be happy with that first 45 minutes. It was a good goal and a good overall performance from him. But the next goal is going to be key, I think.
Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. That's what you call defending from the front. Possibilities here. Oh, he's given us away inexplicably. Well, really fine goalkeeping. Good diving stop.
Well, here you can see it again. It's close, but it's certainly not over the line. The officials got that absolutely right.
And that'll be offside.
Well, you can't take your eyes off this one, because there you have it. Plenty of chances for both teams in what has been a really good game so far.
Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. 30 minutes left for play. He's in here. And pushed onto the woodwork. And the keeper was finally able to claim it.
Well, what a great piece of goalkeeping. Firstly the save, and then the recovery. Brilliant from him.
The defender put in the challenge, and it might be a red card. And it was always going to be crystal clear for the referee in terms of the decision.
Well, he had to make a tackle, didn't he?
Well, no surprise to see him go for goal, but a routine save in the end. Depay. Oh, good vision. Depay. Marvellous anticipation. Well read to put an end to that attack. Into the final 20 minutes. And now passing it through. And it's in! They're back in front. Stunning scenes here. Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider. You can sense the threat is there. I think I spoke too soon. Wasn't the best of passes finally. And the referee spotted the foul, but has played advantage. Oh, what an opportunity. But a crucial intervention inside the box. And attempting the through ball. Not all that convincing defensively. Wijnaldum. An incisive pass. Such an important goalkeeping intervention under pressure. Well, the threat was very real. Marvellous defending. Foul there. Free kick awarded. And it is a booking, and their approach is nothing short of feisty.
Well, they have to keep their discipline here. They can't afford to lose another player.
Wijnaldum. There will be 1 minute added on at the end. And into an attacking position. It's not too late for them. And a decent delivery. Not to be advised, giving the ball. And there goes the final whistle. And we should be set fair on this night here at the Estadio Presidente Perón. Perfect playing conditions. I'm Derek Ray at the microphone, and joining me for match commentary is Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It's Argentina against Brazil.
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, pinning the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully we get a really good game here.
And space here on the flank. But they took care of the situation defensively. The Argentina first team. Emilio Martinez is the goalkeeper. Rodrigo Javier de Pau starts alongside. And the goalkeeper expertly anticipated that through ball. It is to be a throw-in. Options in the middle. Dybala, that was untidy. Superb block. Well, that's how to dispossess your opponent. But easy one to cut out, really. Really bright-looking attack. And back with Dybala. Oh, really close, just failed to keep his attempt down. Playing with purpose and control. And credit is due for that good piece of defending. Martinez. Dybala. Must take the lead here. Oh, body in the way, crucially. Well, they've lost the ball. And the emphasis is on creativity. Lionel Messi. Might go ahead. And a goal to give them the lead. They have their reward. 1-0 then. Possession lost, intercepted. This is looking threatening. A super tackle and they've won possession. Oh, he's given the ball away. Martinez. And it wasn't a great pass, was it? Well, inching towards half-time, and probably fair to say the fans were hoping for a little bit better than this. Stuart, your thoughts?
Well, it's been a tight first half so far, but they haven't quite shown enough guile in the attacking third. If, however, they can be more dynamic in the 1v1 situations, they have the quality to turn this around.
Pressing high to win the ball. And the whistle is sounded for... The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Now a decent position. failed to keep hold of it. And continues his run. Well, possession ceded. I think most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
Well, I thought he had a really effective first half. Not only did he get the goal that gave them the lead, but his general play was really good. He was a constant threat, and I'm sure we'll see more of him in the second half.
Oh, a lovely ball. Going for the dink. And a decent save. Full credit. And Messi's incisive pass. Offside it is. Such a pity for him.
Well, he thought he was onside, but I think the assistant got that absolutely right.
And they need to get tighter here. But they dealt with the threat posed. Dybala. Can they hit on the break? Well, an example of a counter-attack that went nowhere. There to win it back. Dybala. Well, that pass easy on the eye. And a fantastic diving save. And they're going for the short one. Really good challenge. Nice and easy for the keeper. Oh, he's lost possession of the ball. He'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Ball one.
Well, I have to say, these fans have been excellent. They still believe they're going to get back into this.
Dybala, that was untidy. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. Dybala really is obsessed with taking the game to the opposition. But can they produce from here? Not out of the woods yet. Now what can they do from here? It might be on for them. And an astute piece of defending. 10 minutes left for play. Making excellent progress with the ball at his feet. And let's give credit to the defending. 5 minutes remaining, and one thing is certain, no one is leaving because it's still close. Committed challenge. Well, this game will shortly be history, and the home side appear to be on the wrong end of the scoreline. Stuart, give us your take.
Well, their attacking play has been too slow, it's lacked penetration, and at times it's looked devoid of ideas. But can that change in the final few minutes here? It only needs one moment of magic.
He succeeds in clearing it. And there goes the final whistle. It's Sends it back. Full. Well, the keeper performing brilliantly.
Well, that's just incredible. He reacted so quickly there.
And he takes on the shot. And a body in the way. Martinez. Paredes. Now De Paul. It's a good-looking ball in behind. In it goes! The opening goal in this contest. And the ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? Depay. Wijnaldum now. Dumfries. And Depay on the ball. Weghorst. An advantage with them. Referee says play on. Rodrigo Javier De Paul. Paredes. Messi. Decent position. Just wanted to get it out of there. Well, a corner kick it is. Let's see if they can put this to good use as they try to add to their advantage. Not quite the clearance they were hoping for. Dybala. Well, able to close down the shot. A move of promise on the flank. And the cross courtesy of Dybala.
Oh, that is a majestic goal! Volleyed home with precision and style. Superbly done.
So 2-0 now. Moving the ball effectively. Well, it was a good-looking sequence, but it comes to an end. Promising attack, this. Could pull one back here. So now a corner. And he succeeds in striping it off the line. And in the perfect position to read it. Wijnaldum. Well, nothing comes of it. Could be. What a block! Well, the managers will now deliver their... The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. In a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. Well, a successful intervention, winning the ball back. Can they hit on the break? And it's a quality pass. That's all they can conjure for now. Martinez. Di Maria. Can he do it? What a lovely strike! Lethal piece of finishing. Drilled home with true conviction. Tremendous goal. 3 goals without reply. And he's through here. My goodness, it looked as though he was clean through. And the referee, what will he do here? And it is an early shower for him. Red card.
Well, the outcome was never in doubt. That was always going to be a sending off.
Well, he had it on target, but it was never going to trouble the keeper. Well, that's gone out, and it is going to be a goal kick. Well, you have to say Lionel Messi has been at his superb best up to now. Not, Stuart, that we should be too surprised about that.
Well, he's been a joy to watch so far. He's got so much ability, and it was also a very good finish for his goal. He's been excellent.
Weghorst. Good-looking cross. Well, pretty straightforward for the keeper, you've got to say. And given away. And good use of advantage. The referee allowing play to continue. Can they get in behind them? Showing considerable guile. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. It might be on for them. Oh dear, not really troubling the goalkeeper at all, Stuart.
Well, from that range, he should be scoring, and he knows it.
Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. He could pick out a teammate. Messi. Dangerous looking attack. Well, they're keeping their opponents moving and guessing. Oh, but they've lost it now. And room now out on the wing. Now delivering that deep cross. Well, not the best clearance. Now can they counter clinically? Di Maria. Clean challenge. Good thing from his point of view. Well, they've won the ball back quickly. Well, somehow the goalkeeper got to it. Well, they fancy a short one. Rodrigo Javier de Paul putting his body on the line. Martinez. Oh, great defending. Can he convert? And he got to it fairly easily. Five minutes left. Depay. And snuffing out the danger. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Di Maria. Oh, big opportunity. That's a great stop.
Well, his reflexes are so good there. That's a fantastic stop.
Well, another corner. Can they take advantage of this one? Going short. Well, nothing comes of it. And that is going to be that. Well, a tale of woe and... And now they get the ball rolling. The starting 11 for Brazil. Rafaelito Anjos begins between the posts. Michael Catarino plays with Adrian Zonta in the fullback positions. And it's two strikers up front who'll look to provide the goal-scoring threat. Here's the starting 11 for the Netherlands. Virgil van Dijk plays alongside Stefan de Vrij in central defence. Frenkie de Jong plays alongside Jorginho Wijnaldum in central midfield. And so many different ways to configure an attack. In this case, it'll be two men up front. Up a cul-de-sac in terms of the attack. Well, you never quite know who's going to dominate a game in advance, but I think you can maybe make an argument for this fellow, Stuart. What do you think we'll see from him today?
Well, Derek, he's a great all-round player, but it's his ability to run in behind defenders that makes him such a threat. And when he gets 1v1 against the goalkeeper, he usually scores.
This looks interesting. Corner coming up. Trying to deliver it accurately. And a goal kick given. And the advantage accrues to the attacking side. And very deftly cut out. Just cutting off the supply. Space and time for the cross. Well, putting it wide from there. A pity, really. Dumfries. Wonderfully weighted pass. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, that's just a wonderful save. How did he stop that?
Still passing it around with authority. Can he put them in front? Yes is the emphatic answer. And you have to say it was on the cards. So the match is restarted. 1-0 here. And the referee is quite rightly letting it go. Can he put it away? Oh, that is a moment of pure quality. A goal for football lovers to enjoy the world over. So 2-0 now. Can they trouble the opposition this time? But they took care of the situation defensively.
Well, there it is. Brazil have controlled the possession and have used it really well today, particularly in the midfield areas. And I expect more of the same as the game goes on.
The chance is on, Stuart. There it is! The goals keep coming. No stopping them today. So the action continues. And it's been a thorough masterclass from Brazil so far. You do sense it's a question of how many. Oh, a perfectly timed pass. Really important piece of last-ditch defending. Well, they've won possession back. What can they do from here? Firing it towards goal! Well, in actual fact, it ended up being a simple claim for the keeper. Well, he's lost the ball. The first half here comes... So back in business here, and no two ways about it. It was an eye-catching first-half performance from Brazil. Are they capable of matching that in the second half? Good-looking move, this. Can he put it away? Save, but still a chance. Well, nothing untoward happened.
Well, you won't see too many better saves than that. It was just brilliant.
Could play it in. Cutting infield here. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Wijnaldum unable to keep it. Could be troublesome. Oh, that's a fine save. Jorginho Wijnaldum. Well, he's won the ball. So a half an hour remaining. And now passing it through. And he's in the clear. Oh, football finesse at its very best. You can't argue with that finish. And this is turning into something of a rout. 4-0. Nicely timed tackle. Depay tries to lift it. Oh, and that is an audacious chip. Well, he might smile. The goalkeeper has no interest in smiling. Well, not too much defending going on in the grand scheme of things. 4-1. Oh, that's a well-timed pass. Can they stop it going in? Oh, magnificent reaction. De Jong.
Well, what a brilliant save that was. I can't believe he's kept that one out.
Chance here. Oh, he saved it well. Well, the seconds are ticking away and the home side in control. Stuart, what have you made of this?
Well, what an excellent performance this has been. They've had complete control for most of the game. Their movement, clever passing and energy have been a joy to watch. It's been a really good win for them.
Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. He's got the right idea with that pass. Chance maybe. Well, what an opportunity, but really good defending, you've got to say. And the referee spotted the foul, but has played advantage. Depay read it well. And we've entered the final 5 minutes. I think you've got to conclude that was good refereeing. A free kick in the end, after initially playing advantage, but it just wasn't there. Promising possession, this. Is it going to be? Well, a piece of quick thinking by the keeper.
Well, that's great goalkeeping. He read it so well, didn't he?
Dumfries. And threading it forward. Not to be this time. So 1 minute of stoppage time. That's what the officials have said. And there goes the final whistle. And the...
Open eye, Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the sky.